Asian Canes, huh?
Sorry about that.
No, it's totally
trying to
fine.
hide it before you came in.
If it was Thursday pre-weight cut, I'd probably be worked up, but all good. Yeah.
No to. Yeah. Man, that was a bit of a scrap. That was a great fight. When you were in there, did you anticipate it was going to be a back and forth one, or did you think you were going to be able to control him a bit more going into this one?
I definitely thought I'd be able to control the range a lot better than I did, and I didn't anticipate for him being the offensive wrestler or grappler in that fight. We definitely accounted for his power during training camp, but we definitely did not anticipate him coming in and initiating the clinch and be the guy looking for the takedown. So that part definitely caught me off guard going into the fight.
You mentioned his power. How was it?
Powerful. I mean, definitely hits like a tank, dude. I mean, there definitely a couple of those shots where I was like, damn, what did he hit me with? Man, props to Jeff Neal, dude. That guy's a savage.
You managed to stay composed, and then the second and third round, you really kind of, I think, took it over. When the judges read out the scorecards, how did you feel?
I was pretty confident. I mean, especially when they were saying 29-28. When one judge said 30-27, I'm pretty sure they took the takedown and control and the damage that I did in round one into consideration. That's why they had it that way. But overall, I was pretty confident that I secured rounds 2 and 3 to get the victory tonight.
What do you do next? Would you like to... Obviously, the Khamzat fight is the one that everyone's going to ask you about, and it's sort of the fight that's been discussed. Are you prepared to wait for him and whenever he's able to get back, or do you want to just keep fighting and do your own schedule?
Yeah, so I'm at this point where, like, Khamzat's the dude is a great competitor. I can definitely fight him, and that will propel my career forward. But at the same time, I can't afford to put my career and life on hold to hope that he's better. I mean, the guy's pulled out of 3 fights now over the last few months. So for me to kind of put all my eggs in one basket and wait for him and hope that he'll be ready this summer is just foolish on my end. I mean, I think if he prioritizes getting healthy and can actually complete a camp and show up ready to fight, then sure, that's a fight that I'm definitely interested in. But as far as putting my life on hold and waiting for him, I have things I want to accomplish, and time's not my best friend at this point, so I can't wait around for him.
Cool, man. Thank you.
I think you kind of touched upon it there. I mean, I think a lot of guys at some point they're like, all right, what's going to get me to the title? What's going to get me the title? But would you say you've reached the point now where it's about just doing what's right for the family, what's right for the career, making sure you're getting the money to keep things moving forward? Do you even think about what's the path I need to take? Does that question even come in, or is it just about other things? Your career?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like the title shot and becoming a UFC champion is the end goal, but I have to be realistic about the path I'm taking to get there. I mean, I'm one injury away from never fighting again. I'm one opportunity away from never fighting again, so I have to be cautious of that and be aware of that going forward. I mean, I do have a son to provide for now, so those thoughts definitely cross my mind from time to time when it comes to how long I'm sitting around waiting for my next fight and that kind of thing, because at the end of the day, I mean, the gold belt would be great, but being able to provide for my family is my number one goal at this point.
And being able to, or I guess having that mindset where you want to just take a fight to make sure that you're able to provide. With a guy like Jeff coming in there and with people saying, oh, this guy and his power, his speed, is that the kind of fight, though, that does excite you? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of exciting fights, but I guess at some point when you're taking fight, are they all still very exciting, or does one like this excite you more than maybe just some of the others?
Jeff definitely was a fight that excited me, dude. I'm a fan of that guy. I mean, seeing him laying dudes out left and right, I'm definitely a fan of him. I mean, I knew he brought some pretty interesting things to the table, and it definitely kept me accountable during training camp. I knew he was an explosive athlete and brought power to the table. So that was definitely something that I was concerned about coming into the fight, you know what I mean? But I knew the kind of fight that I'll bring out of me, and I was excited to go out there and face him and to put on an entertaining fight for the fans.
And it looked like you guys shared a nice, respectful moment at the very end of the fight. Did you guys say anything to each other?
Oh, man, just giving each other props. Like, man, that was a great scrap. Thank you for making me that much better. I mean, like I said, I was a fan of his before the fight. I'll be a fan of his long after this fight has ended now. So I just wish the guy all the best, and I hope we both can keep moving our careers forward after that now.
How many fights? How many are you hoping to get in before the end of the year? If you could have your way, I know you've had in the past. You've had good runs of getting lots of fights in.
At this point, it's whatever it takes. I mean, if it means getting 5 fights for years over with in order for me to get to where I'm trying to go, then by all means line them up and let's make that happen. But for me, it's all about whatever it takes to get the job done. That's being a UFC champion and providing for my family. So I'm ready to do those things and take out whoever's in front of me.
Did your son watch the fight?
No, he doesn't watch the fights just yet, but I had a pretty heartwarming moment the other day. I kind of had my gym bag in the kitchen. He took it upon himself to go in there and grab my boxing gloves and somehow knew to put them on and come over and try to hit me with it. And dude, it was amazing because I've never gave him boxing gloves before. I never said, like, here, this is how you put it on. This is what you do with them. And he somehow knew to put the gloves on and come over towards me. So that was definitely like a heartfelt moment to see him do that.
It's in his genes, obviously. Congrats on the win.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Neil, from The Ultimate Fighter to now, kind of like a homecoming Vegas win, how do you attribute still being so relevant, still being on the main card? You got the big ESPN platform.
The biggest thing is keeping an honest team around me. I mean, like my coaches don't sugarcoat anything for me, and the guys that I choose to keep my life don't sugarcoat anything for me. So if there's ever something that they're not happy with or not satisfied with, they won't hesitate to bring it to my attention. If training's not going the way that they are expecting of me, they'll bring that up to my attention as well. And I think having that consistency and that group of people around me to keep me accountable definitely attributes to my success in the UFC so far.
And so far, it's been what a great journey. What would you be able to tell the Ultimate Fighter Neil versus the guy you are now?
The biggest thing I took away from the Ultimate Fighter experience till now is just kind of being honest about what you want and going out there and taking it. I mean, my first couple years in UFC, and even when I was on the Ultimate Fighter, I was kind of like, sure, I'll see what happens. I'll take this route and see what's there. And I kind of let opportunities slip away from me by having that attitude. But being more like adamant about what I want and going after those things fearlessly and relentlessly is definitely what the advice I'll give my younger self from 2012.
Well done, sir. Keep up the good work.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Awesome, guys. Enjoy your night.